every moment of silence is extremely important to your mind. Your soul has lived thousands of lifetimes. So many lives being identified with the mind. So every moment when we experience the stillness, it is important beyond your imagination. We could equate 1 minute of meditation to 10 years of identification and suffering of the mind. So this is how important meditation truly is to your soul. One minute when we are truly present, when we are truly still, our whole mind rearranges itself. The mind starts to lose momentum, and our soul and our inner light of consciousness regains its strength and power. Very easily we can see the strengths of the mind. It is not even the strength, it is the noise of the mind, the constant chattering in the head, the indecisiveness, worrying, doubting, being confused, angry, resistant. All are diseases of the mind. And it's so easy to notice them because they're so loud, so obvious. Just like the loud music is playing, everybody can hear it. So when we bring our attention to the stillness, our mind suddenly says, hey, there's nothing to do. Our mind is used to do something, to think about something, to get engaged into something. The mind always wants to be engaged, entertained, always in motion, in activity. But when we experience the moment of stillness, then the inner balance of the light and the mind is shifting. So the moment we are present, our soul is winning. The moment we jump back into the mind is winning. In the cosmic scale, 1 minute of true meditation equates to 10 years of suffering and identification with the mind. This is how long the soul has experienced and was learning about the duality, about being lost in identity, exploring the realm of ego. So when we start seeing things as a soul, everything starts to make sense. We come to know that it's not that we have a soul. We are a soul which has this body. The soul has taken an opportunity to wear this cosmic suit. Just like we buy clothes, we wear them and we throw them away. So does our soul. Steps into the body, wears it, experiences it for a while and throws it away. So when we come to realize the true nature, we realize that we are eternal. The mind is like an operating system for this cosmic suit, spacesuit. However, since we've been wearing it for so long, for so many lifetimes, the soul got into a trouble, which is called the karmic cycles. So if you spend too much time in the body, in the mind, the karmic cycles disbalance the harmony of the soul. So this is what is called the fallen nature. Because the soul has stepped too deep into the density, into the third density, into the mind. You see, the universe is functioning in complete harmony. Karma is nothing bad. It's nothing wrong. It is simply a system, a law, an intelligent mechanism of balancing things out, bringing things to perfection, to harmony. We see karma as negative because we go through a lot of pain and suffering. But that is because it is purifying the soul to bring it back to the harmony. So karma is not to punish. Karma is to bring you back to the harmony of the universe, to your true nature. And when we start expanding and growing, when our consciousness is expanding, we bring harmony into every single part within us. when we start to recognize that we are already perfect, we are already free, our true nature is freedom, our true nature is bliss, our true nature is light and love. The only thing which is wrong is that we are not in harmony with our true nature. So this is why even the mind is constantly chattering. If you would look deeper at what are the repeating thought patterns, you would recognize that they're all saying something is wrong, something went wrong, something is missing. Every single repeating thought pattern is pointing to the same place. Something is wrong, something is missing. And when you look deeper into it, harmony is missing, love is missing, bliss is missing, freedom. So our mind is even not the biggest problem. It is also a mechanism to remind us of our true nature. But we constantly ignore it, battle with it, misuse it. So therefore the mind then creates problems because we don't know how to relate to our mind. But when we start to listen into ourselves, into our deeper thoughts, we start finally hearing what is life telling us. So meditation is also a very deep listening. It is not a mental exercise to entertain the brain. It is not a mental exercise to attain superpowers. Although everything is possible. But the true meditation is listening to what is life telling you, to what is God telling you, and constantly coming closer to your inner harmony. When you establish your harmony deeply inside you, then the harmony steps into your mind, into your thoughts, and into your actions. So when you establish the harmony within you, only then the harmony flows into your life experience. So we are all on the journey to coming back. We are all on the journey to remember who we are. We are all on the journey to harmonize ourselves. We tend to think that we don't have it, that it is external to us. but it is only because we're looking through the eyes of the mind. When we look with the eyes of the heart and the soul, we return home. We rest at home, and we bring this peace and love forward into life, into the mind. Okay, so we will start the sharing, and perhaps let's start with this side.
Felt very calm, and I felt that everything was coming out of my heart. And then I also felt it was coming through the crown as well, so it felt nice. But I also had other thoughts coming in. I was trying to get them out of my head into my heart and out that way.
Oh, that's beautiful exercise.
So rather than keep it there,
Yes, yes.
put it in my heart and then accept it and let it go.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
It is actually a really nice exercise. Yes, to bring your mind to your heart.
and then I felt quite calm all round once I'd done that.
Yes, yes.
I just felt sort of embraced by happiness and calmness.
That is another beautiful insight, that our mind is actually in the heart. You see, the mind is like an addition to the soul, an addition to the heart, like a plug-in to the heart or to the soul. If we would paint the cosmic picture, the soul is this big and the mind is only that big. But the problem is that the soul narrowed down its vision and it's only seeing this much. You know, you have a panoramic vision, but because of such a density of the mind, the soul decided to close its eyes and see only to peek through a little hole, to see reality only through the very, very small lenses. And when we meditate, when we step behind our mind, we suddenly expand our vision. We expand our consciousness. Our awareness grows and expands. So the soul and the true heart is much bigger than the mind. You know, we always think that the mind is such a big problem. It's nothing. The mind has no power. It is such a trickster, you know. It completely has tricked the infinite powerful soul to believe that it is such a small limited human being. If you see from the eyes of God, it's a crazy paradox. You know, it's so funny that it's even not funny, you know. Like how is that possible, you know? For the infinite being to identify and completely get lost in such a small body, such a small container. While in truth you are the whole universe. You are infinite, eternally powerful being. So you can realize either that now, Or when we die, we also realize that, and then the soul like has some fun time to reviewing the lifetime before. Just like on the 3D screen saying, oh my gosh, I was so young and so stupid and I did all these kind of things. So these are called life reviews. But even when you grow spiritually, you can review it within yourself. To review your life, which was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and so on. This is how the soul completes a learning cycle. When the cycle is completed, the soul reviews it, and then it's time to begin the new cycle. At some point, some years ago, I was shifting my soul cycles every 2-3 months, which are literally experiencing complete new lifetimes in terms of inner experience. So I would go into meditation and would see, reviewing my whole life with all the goods and bads and ups and downs and all the things which mind was carrying, and then setting a new path for a new growth. It can also be related to the educational system. When you complete the secondary school, you pass the exams and you move on. You complete the high school, you pass the exams, you move on. You begin a new life, a new beginning. Some things are very similar in the spirit dimension, how our soul functions. Okay, Norman.
Today I experienced a lot of imagery, super fast. When thoughts started attacking me, I remember that beautiful lady last time I was sitting around there. She said, I found a way to allow my thoughts to run away from me. So I just automatically remember that it was funny, relaxed, released. The amount is too much to cope with anyway, so I would just link to your voice. Then at one point in time I felt a lot of opening, like from behind me, all about me, and a lot of lights.
Okay,
and later on it was like a screen, which was somewhere around here, and like colors moving across the one side of the bed, and it's like opening. Something is opening. That's the feeling I got. And of course the usual light show that I tend to see quite frequently. Swing in the light. But always the same colors.
Also, when our soul is growing fast, it is processing information very fast. So when we meditate, we can see like a lot of flashing backs. A lot of things are flashing, like going very quickly through the eyes. So this is called the fast processing. Or just to touch upon the life reviews, you know, even in the movies they say before you die, the last moment, your whole life flashes through your eyes. So your whole life is being reviewed. But again, you don't need to die or experience these kind of experiences to bring you that life review. So there are many more faster ways of growing. Okay.
I had a few realizations and like fine lines of the mind and seeing through some actions, but that was like a really fine line of why that action occurred. So it was like a few realizations of this mind. And also, yeah, I was cruising a bit in space, but this time very slow. It was a very slow cruising.
In a cruise mode, yes.
Yes. Last week it was super fast.
Highway.
And today it was super slow. So yeah, cruising around in space.
Yes.
And also like third eye and crown was really feeling quite active in this meditation. And I feel releasing some energies as well. And the bright light.
Okay, and maybe a little bit of this and of that, just all natural. Yeah, some space exploration. Also, when our consciousness grows, it starts encompassing a wider spaces. So when the consciousness expands into the galaxy, it starts encompassing the galaxy, exploring, downloading, integrating, processing all the information from across the galaxy. Just to paint a little picture, the consciousness grows from the single limited human being, it grows into the higher self, which is already the eternal self. It is a close equation to the soul. Then the next step is the consciousness grows into the planetary consciousness. So it encompasses the whole planet Earth, all the animals, the nature, all 7 billion people. Then the consciousness expands and grows and becomes the galactic consciousness. So it leaves this little planet Earth and grows into the galaxy, which has billions of planets, millions of star systems, and trillions of beings. And then it becomes the galactic consciousness. And then the next step is the consciousness expands further to become the universal consciousness. So it starts incorporating all the galaxies, the clusters of the galaxies. And therefore it encompasses the whole universe, which is like a big bubble. And then finally the consciousness comes to the source of the universe and to the birthplace of the universe. And it pops through the hole and becomes the pure God consciousness. And within the God consciousness, there are many universes, even many parallel universes. So everything is being encompassed. Even the universe means universe, which is in Latin means one version. It's funny how we gave a name to it. One version of reality. And now scientists are even discovering the edge of our universe and anomalies of possibilities of clashing with another universe.
Oh.
Just like the galaxies can come together and clash. Okay, so that is the cosmic journey, the cosmic expansion.